Joe Conklin Shure is on a mission to make money meaningful. And I love him because he is unapologetically skipping marketing to retirees, pre-retirees, even Gen X, and he is skipping straight to millennials. And his voice is frankly the freshest I've run across in my real Finfluencers interviews. Joe, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Laura. I'm happy to be here.
So I asked you one of your secrets to video marketing success, and you said to speak not to an audience, but to a person. How do you do it?
I was reading a book by Dick Cavett, who was a talk show personality and journalist for a long time. He talked about a radio show host from way back when, early 1900s. I think his name was Arthur Godfrey. And Arthur Godfrey, when he was a kid, was in a car accident. He was in the hospital for months recuperating, and the only company he had for a lot of the time was the radio. And as he was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the radio, he kept thinking, who is ladies and gentlemen? Who is all of you in radio land? Who even is that? And he resolved, in his broadcasting career as it emerged, to talk to an individual person, to talk to you, not to all of you or hey everyone. And I think we can all relate to that. I think that whenever we see a video that begins with, hey folks, hey everyone, oh, they're not talking to me, they're talking to an auditorium of people. Okay, got it. But if you start a video by saying, hey, have you ever wondered about this? Oh, he's talking to me. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention a little more. I find that to be a really powerful tool in video producing.
Video is a one-on-one communication tool. You are so right, Joe. Before we get to sharing some of your content, I want to get straight to results. When you think about the efforts that you have put in the last year or so to video marketing and look at the end result for your practice, tell me a little bit about the impact.
Yeah, sure. If you visit my social platforms, Joe Talks Money, you will see that I haven't got a lot of followers. You will see I haven't got a ton of engagement. You might wonder, are you indeed successful in video marketing? Should I even listen to what you're saying? The answer is yes. I'll tell you why. Because I'm being interviewed about it right now by Laura. So therefore, I must be an authority. Now, I think a lot of folks will find, a lot of you will find, when you begin video marketing that you don't necessarily get a lot of traction right away in terms of followers or views. But video marketing has been really helpful to me in a few key ways. It's helpful in bringing people I already know into the fold. Don't assume that just because somebody knows you or is friends with you or worked with you 2 jobs ago, that they're thinking about you when they want a financial planner or when a friend does. One result I've been really pleased with in video marketing is that of putting out videos and having folks that I know because they're friends of mine or former colleagues reach out and say, oh yeah, I had been wondering about that. Oh yeah, that is on my mind. Oh, that resonated with me. Let's talk about working together or becoming a client. That's been surprisingly effective. A number of folks I've known for a long time became clients right around the time last summer when I began putting videos out. The message there to me is, don't assume people are thinking about you.
I was just going to say, I think you are underplaying your success because when you look at your reels, granted, your early reels, may have garnered just a handful of views, but you definitely have content here that people are watching. And think about investing, 30 minutes into creating a piece of content that 884 people watch. That seems to be worth it. And when it comes to actual business results, you don't need 884 people to watch your content. You just need a qualified prospect to watch it and have it resonate, right?
That's very true. Thank you for that, Laura. I appreciate it. But you're right. It is easy to get caught up in that top line number of how many followers you have. It's always helpful to think about what the goal really is here. If you're a financial planner like me, the goal is probably have a steady stream of qualified prospects, get clients to begin working with you. And if you're a solo practitioner like me or at a small firm, having 1,000 people email you a month would be kind of a problem, honestly. So yeah, I take your point, right? Having 1 million followers might not only be not required, it might be unhelpful in a certain way.
Any tips you can give specifically to financial advisors when it comes to creating the content that you've found to work?
As you're getting started, you might find it helpful to write a script for yourself. I know it sounds weird, and there's always a fear that reading off a script sounds stilted or manufactured. Keep in mind, think of your favorite movie, everyone in it's reading from a script or having memorized it. If you lack a script, it's very easy to get into uhs and ums, which I'm very much guilty of. It's very easy to talk too fast. You're trying to do two difficult things at once. Number one, delivering a message. Number two, writing a message. They're both hard. Go easy on yourself by writing the message and then delivering it.
I'm going to pull up your LinkedIn because I know that when it comes to statistics, you have the most followers on LinkedIn. I have all of your short videos pulled up here, but tell me a little bit about your one-on-one DM video strategy on LinkedIn.
When I'm on LinkedIn, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for situations where somebody I know from college, from 2 jobs ago, whatever it is, has had some change in their professional life. I'll read up on what they're up to. I'll record a 1-minute video, 1 minute or less. And here's what the video says. Hey Dave, my name is Joe. You and I know each other from blah, 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 from way back when. I saw you're at this new role. I just want to say congratulations. I think it's so cool what you're doing. In the year since we spoke, I've been building up a financial planning practice for mid-career millennials, building working lives that honor their values. And you seem like such a fit, given X and given Y and given Z. I'm curious to know if you'd like to get on the phone at some point soon. It'd be cool to catch up for one thing. Then beyond that, I'm quite curious to learn what's on your mind, what kind of questions you're mulling over, and I can share how I can help. I will not ask on this call for a decision on working together. That would come later. Instead, I want to catch up, hear what's in your mind, and see how things are going. So if you're interested, let me know. We'll get it set up. In any case, congrats again.
Short and sweet, to the point, not aggressive, not super salesy. It's an offer. And what kind of results have you noticed?
The rough numbers that I've seen suggest that about 1/4 of those videos lead to a sales call, about 1/8 lead to a client engagement, which is pretty solid considering the videos don't take that long to make. And you can be very targeted in who you reach out to. These are people you know. So I've had a good response rate on that front of getting calls scheduled and even getting clients. But here's the interesting thing. Whenever I put a video out in a DM, I'm nervous. I'm scared. You know why? Because I'm worried that somebody will say, like, who is Joe? What is he doing now? Is he reaching out, just like going out and finding business on LinkedIn? Like, oh my God. You know, this is what's going on in my mind. Maybe yours too. The pleasant surprise is this. You know, and granted, a lot of people just don't respond. Fine. But even among those who don't schedule a sales call or don't express interest in work together, I get a lot of responses like this. Hey Joe, you know, I'm not in the market right now, but thank you for the video. That was such a great personal touch. I really appreciate you doing that. Best of luck, and I'll keep you in mind. Which is kind of a win in its own right. You kind of spammed somebody or kind of given them a message they didn't ask for. And instead of ignoring it or being upset, they say like, thank you for that, that marketing message you sent me. I appreciate that. If you can make a sales pitch, send a marketing message, and people don't just not resent it, but they actually appreciate it, that's something of accomplishment in its own right, I think.
That is such a great business development tip that you can do from the comfort of your own office chair.
Indeed.
Not like you're having to pick up the phone and cold call. This is
right.
Very strategic. It's using your network, and that's kind of what social networking is all about. Thank you so much for joining us today, Joe, and sharing your real Finfluencer insight. Remember, if Joe can do it, you can do it too. And if you're looking to build your authority and grow your practice with video, but you need some help, that's what we do at Decanter.